So I bet you're wondering what I'm wearing on my head. And actually, it's going to be today's project. My name is Naomi, and I'm the creator of 2&4, who makes handmade products for their two-legged loved ones and their four-legged loved ones. So, I have a lot of hair, and when I wash it, I really need a nice towel that will absorb. So I decided to make one out of microfiber, and I actually doubled it, and I also made a single one that I take with me when I travel, because I never seem to remember to ask for multiple towels. So we're going to make this, and as I said, it is out of microfiber, but you could make it out of an old towel or so. And I'm going to show you how I did the pattern, because I did the pattern myself, and the things that I used for it. All right, we're going to get started on making our pattern for our hair towel. So I already have one, obviously, that I created, but we're going to create one together. All right, for this project, you're going to need 4 sheets of 8.5 by 11 paper, a ruler that's at least 12 inches long, some tape, scissor, pencil, and 2 round objects. And honestly, I just went around the house and picked up things that were close. So one of them has to be close to 3.5 inch diameter. Diameter is the measurement, if we were to split this in half, that goes across from one end of the circle to the other. So 3.5 inch and a 4.5 inch. All right. You're going to lay 3 sheets across, landscape or sideways. And just put, for now, 1 piece of tape, butting them up against each other. And you do a very good job trying to get the ends as even as possible, because then that'll be less cuts that you have. Okay, and the 3rd sheet. And then you're going to take the 1 extra sheet and you're going to put it at the top of the very first sheet. And you'll butt that one up. And put some tape there. Okay, then you want to measure 26 inches across. So I would take my 12-inch ruler and I would put it down, and I would mark my 12, move it again, 12, and then 2, because 12 plus 12 plus 2 equals 26, and we're going to mark out 26 inches across. All right, so again, 12, 12, and 2, and then at the end, you're just going to draw a line at your 26-inch mark. Okay? All right. And now Just going to put a couple more pieces of tape to hold my sheets together. We are going to cut at that 26-inch mark. All right, we don't need the extra piece of paper anymore. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold our paper in half. And then we're going to fold it in half again. And this time when you do the second one, you're going to take the top part with you. And it obviously is not going to meet at the halfway point. And that'll be fine. And then we're going to open it back up. So now we've effectively quartered your paper. And now this end, you're going to measure up 11¼ inch high. 11¼ and I'm going to do that just in 2 spots next to each other, just so I can draw a reference, a small reference line. Does not have to be big. It could be 1/2 inch, but you want to make sure you do it to the edge of the paper. Okay, and then at the other end, you're going to measure 4½ inches up from the bottom. Again, I'm just doing it in 2 small, just so I have reference. Now, if you had a long enough ruler, you could go from that end to that end, but because we don't, that's why I've quartered the paper. And now I'll tell you the measurements at each. So this one is going to be 9 5/8. And this one's going to be 6 3/16. All right, so we're going to take and we're going to draw from the bottom. We're going to measure 9 5/8. Put a mark. On this one, you're going to go 6 3/16. All right. Oh, 7 7/8. I remember that one. Okay. This center one, just write down 7 7/8. All right. And we'll measure up 7 7/8. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler. Now I usually work with longer rulers, but for the purpose of this, I wanted to do it with the tools you would have for yourself. All right. Going to draw a line from the one at the edge. We can label them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you're going to join 1 and 2. Okay. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to move it to 2 and 3. And then 3 and 4. and then 4 and 5. All right. So now we have that edge. Now we're going to take your 3.5 inch one's going to be for the shorter end, 4.5 for this end. I'm going to turn this around just so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take my rounded object and I'm going to line it up at my 2 edges. And then I'm just going to draw the rounded edge. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing with my 3.5 inch rounded object at the other end. All right, I'm going to trace mine in marker so that you can see it better. So now we're going to cut it out. And I just usually put some tape wherever I know I'm going to cut across, except I put it the wrong way. That one has. All right, that looks pretty good. Could use another one there and another one there. All right, we'll cut it out. All right. So this is what the pattern ends up looking like. It is 26 inches wide. The measurements are all listed in the description of the video down below if you didn't catch them on screen. The next part of the video, we're going to cut out the microfiber, and I got mine at Hobby Lobby because Joanne never seems to have the microfiber anymore. So this is the double, this is the single, and I probably can show you how to make both of them, but in the next video we'll cut out for the double, and I'll just tell you what, if you want to make the single, what you need to do. Again, my name is Naomi. I'm the creator of 2 and or 4. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.